Hello, hello. Just going to pin this comment. Welcome guys, if you're just joining for our 30-minute yoga flow. It's going to be an open level flow for all levels, so you don't need to have any previous experience. It's just kind of a midday break. I can't work out how to pin this message. Never mind. We'll just wait a few moments for more people to join. So do grab yourself a mat. If you don't have a mat, you can even just use a towel, that's absolutely fine. Or if you just have carpet as well, you can just use your carpet. So you don't need any special equipment. But while we wait for more people to join, I think it's a lovely opportunity to just mention my lovely new cork mat that I've been using, which I absolutely love. So if you have been looking to kind of upgrade your yoga tools or materials, then I could really highly recommend this yoga mat. It's completely sustainable and renewable, and it goes with all my other blocks. I love cork at the moment because it's quite lightweight as well, and you can really use it in hot yoga if you need to sweat during hot yoga, so it's great for those sessions too. So let's just see if more people join. You can make a start by just coming onto your mat, coming into a seated position. And as I said, if you are new to yoga, there's nothing to worry about. We're going to be just stretching out the body. You will be feeling hopefully really energized and relaxed afterwards. So making a start now, as it's just gone 11 o'clock, you can come into a seated position onto your mat, coming into a cross-legged position. And maybe if your hips are very tight, maybe you're finding that your knees are quite high and your shoulders are rounded. If that's the case, then just grab yourself a block or even a cushion so that you can lift those sit bones a bit higher. We just want to make sure that you're completely comfortable and relaxed in your seated position. So just finding a comfortable seated position on your mat, placing the backs of your hands onto your knees, drawing the chin slightly in towards the chest as you lengthen the back of the neck. And if it feels good for you, just closing down the eyes now. So there is so much going on in the world at the moment, so try and use this time to really feel more grounded, feel a bit more relaxed, and feel a bit more calm. The next 30 minutes are completely for you. Drawing your attention towards that breath. As you inhale, just expanding that belly, expanding that chest. And as you exhale, slowly softening the shoulders, relaxing the muscles in your face. Breathing here deeply, keeping that breath through your nose. Inhaling. And exhaling. Staying exactly where you are. Inhaling through that nose. And exhaling. We always spend a few moments at the beginning of class really just settling into your body, bringing awareness to the sensations in your body, and quietening down the mind. So let's start this practice with 3 deep breaths here together. Inhaling as deeply as you can, holding it slightly at the top. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Twice more, inhaling deeply. Hold the breath. Sigh it out. One more time, make this the biggest breath you've taken all day. Deep breath in. Hold it here. Can you sip any more air in? Sigh it out. Keeping your eyes closed now, just making some rolls of the head. So we're stretching out the neck, As you exhale, bring the chin to the chest. And as you inhale, you're lifting your chin towards the ceiling. If it feels nice, just keep those eyes closed, moving slowly with the breath. We often hold so much tension in our shoulders. If you do have any areas of extra tension, just staying there and pausing for a little bit longer. Slowly just changing that direction now, making large circles with your head, going in the opposite direction. Always exhale as you bring your chin towards the chest. And inhale as you bring your chin towards the ceiling. Finishing off, slowly bringing your head back to center, blinking the eyes open if they were closed. On the next inhale, raising your arms to the ceiling, gaze up, deep breath in. Exhale, sweeping over towards that left side. So you want to hook your right hand to the outside of that left knee. As you inhale, open through the chest. And as you exhale, you're twisting a bit more to the left. Good, deep breath in, lengthen through that spine. And as you exhale, you're drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder and you're feeling the stretch go all the way down the right side of the neck. Breathing here. Inhale, expanding that chest, lengthening that spine. And as you exhale, can you draw the ear closer to the shoulder and feel that stretch go all the way down the right side of the neck. Really good work. Inhale, bring both arms towards the ceiling, gaze up. Exhale, twisting towards the other side. Good, so really hooking that left hand to the outside of that right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting a bit more, just massaging those abdominal organs. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, drawing your right ear towards the right shoulder. Feeling the stretch go all the way down the left side of the neck. See if you can draw that left shoulder away from your ear and see what that does to the stretch. One more deep breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely work. Inhale, bringing both arms towards the ceiling, gaze up, deep breath in. Exhale, sweeping those arms down slowly, reaching your hands away from you as far as you can, palms towards the floor. You should feel that stretch go all the way down the forearms as you bring the arms down. Lovely work, just releasing your cushion or your block if it was under your sit bones. Folding your way forwards into our tabletop position. So you want to have the hands underneath the shoulders, the fingers spread wide, have the toes tucked under, the knees under the hips. We're coming into our cat-cows. So as you inhale, arching through the back, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, just rounding through the back, tucking that tailbone, drawing the chin to chest, gazing towards the knees. Good, let's do that twice more. Inhale, arching through the back. Really stretch the abs and contract the back muscles. Exhale, rounding through the back. This time you're contracting your abs and stretching out the spine. Lovely work. One more time. Inhale, arching through that back. And exhale, rounding, just warming up the spine. Lovely work. Coming back into our tabletop. Walk your hands forwards, about palms width forwards, and lift the hips, coming straight into our downward facing dog. So for the first downward facing dog, just double check on your alignment. Maybe your hips, maybe your hamstrings are very tight. If so, just bring the feet slightly wider and have a bend in the knees. Otherwise, your feet should be hip width. If the shoulders are very tight, bring the hands wider. Otherwise, they should be shoulder width. You can start bending at the knees, walking that dog, stretching the hamstrings and the calves. Breathing here. We're holding here for a bit longer just to strengthen the shoulders. Everyone coming into their static downward facing dog. As you inhale, can you lengthen that spine a bit more? As you exhale, can you press your chest back towards the thighs? Lovely. As you inhale, ripple your way forwards into a high plank, keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. We're holding it here. Press into your hands, pull the shoulder blades apart. Holding here for 3. Core is engaged. For 2. And 1. Option to bring the knees down if you want to. Shift the weight forwards and lower your torso and your body all the way towards the floor. Lovely work. Keeping the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest. Squeeze the elbows together. Let's hold it here again for a bit longer. Strengthen the back. Make sure that the back muscles are on. You can double check by lifting the hands off the floor very slightly. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, press back into our first child's pose. Bring the knees wide, big toes together, stretch the hands forwards, forehead towards the floor. We're here for 1 deep breath. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, can the hips send back towards the heels. Good work. Inhale, coming back to our tabletop, ready for down dog. Bring the hands forward slightly. Exhale, lift the hips into our downward facing dog. Inhaling here, lengthen that spine. Exhale, can you deepen in downward dog? Press the chest back towards the thighs. Lovely. Slowly ripple your way forwards into a high plank. We're holding it here. If you need to adjust the hands, make sure they're under the shoulders. Holding here for 3. Gaze between the hands. Core is on. 2. And 1. Maybe you can keep the knees lifted this time. You'll slowly lower into the floor. In 3. And 2. And 1. Brilliant work, guys. Untap the toes. You're stretching your right hand out at shoulder height, palm towards the floor. Keeping that left hand underneath the left shoulder. Draw your feet together and roll back towards that outstretched hand. Relax the head here. Maybe you're bending that top leg, placing the sole of that left foot on the floor. You should feel a really lovely stretch in the chest and the shoulder. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely work. As you exhale, slowly roll back onto your belly, moving to the other side, stretching your left arm out at shoulder height, palm towards the floor, right hand underneath that right shoulder, feet together, and roll over towards that outstretched arm. Relax the head. Keep the feet stacked if this is enough of a stretch. Otherwise, you're bending that top leg, placing the sole of your right foot on the floor. Breathe here. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely work. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, rolling over onto your belly. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, coming into a baby cobra as you inhale. Lift that chest. Really squeeze your glutes here to protect your lower back. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Deep breath in. Exhale, pressing back into a child's pose. Knees are wide, big toes together. Stretch those hands forwards. Good. Staying here for 1 more deep breath. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, deepen, sending your hips back towards those heels. Lovely work. Inhale, coming back to our tabletop, tucking the toes under, walking the hands forward slightly, pressing back into our downward facing dog. Brilliant work. Just walking your feet towards the back of the wrists. And if your hamstrings are very tight, bending at the knees, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, we're swaying here in ragdoll pose. So relax the head, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Really relax the whole upper body here. Let yourself completely fold forward, let gravity do its work. We're here for one more deep breath. As you inhale, maybe you're straightening out the legs a bit more. And as you exhale, just letting go of everything in the upper body. Perfect. Slowly you're rolling your torso all the way back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Slower than you'd like. Squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back. Head comes up last. We're coming up in 3, in 2, and 1. Nice work, everyone. Roll out the shoulders, shake out the wrists. Good work. Bringing your feet together. We're going to stretch out the side of the body now. So I want you to step that right foot backwards. Have both feet facing the front of the mat. As you inhale, reach your arms overhead. Grab hold of that right wrist with your left hand. And as you exhale, reaching over towards that left side. So you should feel the stretch go all the way down the right side of the body here. Breathing here. As you inhale, can you open up through the right side of the chest? And as you exhale, can you reach the hands overhead to the side a bit more? Beautiful work. Inhale, both arms to the ceiling. Exhale, step forwards, arms come down. Let's move to the other side. Stepping back that left foot. Inhale, both arms to the ceiling. Grab hold of that left wrist this time. Exhale, reaching over towards that right side. Feel the stretch go all the way down the left side of the body. Again, as you inhale, can you open up through the left side of the chest? And exhale, reach those hands away. Beautiful work. Inhale, both arms towards the ceiling, stepping forwards. And as you exhale, both arms come down. Let's stretch out those shoulders. So bringing your feet as wide as your mat this time. Sending your hands behind you, interlace your fingers behind your back. As you inhale, open the chest, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, folding forward, sending your hands overhead. Breathing here. Again, if the hamstrings are very tight, that's completely normal and fine. Just bend at the knees, allow your belly and chest to rest on the thighs. With every inhale, can you straighten the legs a bit more? Can you send your hands back a bit more? And with every exhale, can you fold forwards a bit more? One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, releasing your hands, placing your fingertips on the floor, heel toe your feet so that they're under your hips. We're coming into a half lift, hands on shins, spine long. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears, squeeze the glutes. This is such a good one to strengthen the back. Exhale, full fold, fingertips on the floor, head or chin towards the knees. Bend the knees if you need to, otherwise they remain straight. Good, press both hands down onto the floor, step back into a high plank. And if you want to come with me, we're going into our vinyasa, otherwise go straight to downward facing dog. On the next exhale, lower your whole torso towards the floor. Inhale, untuck the toes, baby cobra. Lift the chest, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, press back into our downward facing dog. Brilliant work, guys. On the next inhale, lift that right foot to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. We're holding it here. And as you exhale, bring that right knee to right elbow, squeeze the core. Right knee to right elbow, right knee to nose. Brilliant, we're doing twice more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, right knee to right elbow, right knee to nose. Stretch that right leg to the ceiling. One more time. Exhale, knee to left elbow, right elbow, nose, squeeze, 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 and step that right foot between your hands. Lovely work. Drop that back knee down. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Check in on your shoulders. If they're hunched up by the ears, then bring the hands wider. Otherwise, you can have the hands together. Deep breath in. Tuck your tailbone, feel that stretch in the left hip flexor. Exhale, coming into our twist. So that left hand is forward, right hand is backwards. You're twisting towards that bent knee. Really lovely work. Inhale, arms up, look forwards. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. And hold it here. Now you can either stay here, gazing towards your right hand, or you can grab hold of the outside of that left thigh with your right hand and send your left arm overhead. Or you can lift that back knee. So 3 variations. Choose what feels good for you today. There's no right or wrong. Breathing here. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more deep breath. Inhaling. And as you exhale, you're windmilling your arms all the way back round, stepping back into a high plank. Again, if you need to rest, now's your chance. Take a child's pose. Otherwise, as you exhale, lowering your torso all the way to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze those elbows in, relax the shoulders. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We're here for 2 deep breaths, so if you were in child's pose, you can stay there. Wherever you are, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Lovely work. Inhale, stretching that left leg towards the ceiling, 3-legged dog. Try to keep the hips in line here. So spiral the inside of that left thigh towards the ceiling. Good work. One more deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, squeeze the core. Left knee to left elbow. Left knee to nose. Stretch that left foot back. We're doing this twice more. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Left knee to right elbow. Left knee to nose. One more time, send that left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Right elbow. Nose. Squeeze, 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 squeeze that core. Step the left foot between your hands. Push that left foot forward with your hands if you need to. Drop that back knee. Inhale, arms all the way up to the ceiling. Breathing here. As you inhale, reaching the arms up. And as you exhale, twisting. So that right hand comes forward, left arm back. Lovely. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Now you can stay here in the first variation, or maybe you're grabbing hold of the outside of that right thigh with the left hand, stretching your right arm over in the second variation. If you want more, if you want to work on the balance a bit more, you're lifting that back knee. Good, breathing here. So it's a reverse warrior with a twist and a back bend. There is so much going on here. Stay here for one more deep breath. Inhaling. And as you exhale, windmill those arms all the way around, frame that left foot, step back into your high plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, lowering your torso all the way towards the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest, squeeze the elbows into the torso. And as you exhale, everybody coming into child's pose. Big toes together, knees are wide, stretch the hands forwards, forehead towards the floor. Breathe here. You're staying here for 2 deep breaths. Inhaling. And exhaling. As you inhale, you're lengthening that spine. And as you exhale, you're just sinking deeper in child's pose, sending the hips backwards. Really lovely work. Slowly just bringing your torso all the way back up, swinging your legs round. We're going to come into Navasana boat pose. So just keeping your feet hip width, grabbing the back of the thighs, lifting your feet, flexing your feet, toes towards the shins, and you can hold it here. First variation. Second variation, release the hands, palms to the ceiling. Third variation, straighten the legs, point the toes. In each one, open the chest, lengthen the spine. We're holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. And 1. You're going to lower towards the floor, but don't go down where your feet or shoulders touch the floor. Hold it, lift yourself back up, whichever variation. Hold for 3. We're doing this once more, guys. Hold for 2. And 1. Slowly lower down. Keep those feet and shoulders lifted. Squeeze yourself back up. This is such a killer on the core. Hold here for 3. Relax those shoulders. Open the chest. 2. And 1. Lower everything down. Really lovely work. Hug your knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side. Massaging your spine against the floor. And just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Get your breath back. Really good. Slowly bringing both feet towards the floor. We're going to come into a supine pigeon pose. So placing that right ankle at the top of the left thigh, push that right knee away from you. Now if this is enough of a stretch in that right hip, you can stay here. Otherwise, lifting that left foot, threading your hands to the back of the left thigh. And as you inhale, lengthen through the spine, draw the chin slightly towards the chest, but keep the head on the floor. And as you exhale, drawing your legs towards you and really pushing that right thigh away from you with your right elbow. You should feel a lovely stretch in the right hip and the outside of that right leg in your right quad. Good work. 1 more deep breath. This is such a good pose to prevent sciatica or just encourage circulation around that sciatic nerve. With every exhale, can you squeeze your legs towards you a bit more? Beautiful. Pressing that left foot down. Bring both knees towards the left side. Stretch your right arm out at shoulder height. Gaze towards that right hand. Slowing everything down now, coming into our supine twist. As you inhale, pressing that right shoulder blade into the floor. And as you exhale, allowing your knees to just relax against the floor. Closing down the eyes if that feels good for you. Lovely work. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center, uncross that right leg. Move to the other side, so bringing that left ankle to the top of the right thigh. Again, just pressing that left thigh away. Feel the stretch in the left hip. You can stay here if that's enough. Or you can lift that right foot, grab hold of the back of the right thigh and draw your legs towards you. Breathing here. Inhale, lengthen through that spine, chin towards the chest. And exhale, drawing your right thigh towards you and pushing your left thigh away from you with your left elbow. Really try to press your lower back against the floor as well. Try to isolate that stretch in the left hip. Make sure that that left foot is flexed to protect that left knee. 1 more deep breath. Brilliant work. Pressing that right foot down, keeping that left leg where it is. Draw both knees to the right side. Stretch that left arm out at shoulder height. Gaze towards the left hand. Breathing here as you inhale. You're pressing your left shoulder blade against the floor. And as you exhale, both knees draw towards the floor. Staying here for 1 more deep breath. On your next inhale, bringing both knees to center, hugging your knees in towards your chest, rocking from side to side. And just grabbing hold of the backs of the thighs. Begin rocking forwards and backwards. Massage your spine against your mat. And when you're ready, when you've done a few rolls, just bringing yourself up to a seated position. Maybe you're grabbing a block underneath your sit bones. Make sure that you're comfortable. Keep the eyes closed if you can. Placing the hands or the wrists on the knees. Having a final moment of groundness. Bringing the attention back towards that breath. Staying here for at least 30 more seconds. Inhaling from the base of your spine all the way to the crown of your head. And exhaling from the crown of your head all the way to the base of your spine. Often at the end of class, especially if you're doing it online, there can be such a tendency to want to rush off to your next task or to do your next project or next thing on your list. But please do stay here right till the end. Really reap the benefits of this class and enjoy this feeling here and now. Let's close this practice with 2 deep breaths here together. Inhaling through that nose. Sigh it out the mouth. Inhaling. Sigh it out. Bringing your hands into prayer in front of your chest. Rubbing your hands together as quickly as you can. Create your own heat, create your own energy. When your hands feel hot, just placing one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, feeling your heartbeat, and thanking yourself for taking time for yourself today. And slowly, in your own time, just releasing your hands and opening up the eyes. Brilliant work, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling a bit more relaxed, a bit more ready to face whatever the day has in store for you. And as I said, if anyone is interested in getting themselves a cork mat, I highly recommend this one. There's a 15% discount if you use Lara15 in your checkout, and the link is in Hukso's bio. And stay tuned for Thursday, where there's going to be an exciting giveaway. So more information to follow. Thanks so much, guys. See you later. Have a lovely day.